Sports Chat. I'm Vic, and welcome to the Defcon Rugby Show. The Monday after the great victory.
Woo-wee!
We got a little lucky.
It was lucky there, but never mind.
But deserved. Hey, you don't win it if it's not deserved.
Exactly. It was a bit tight there. If we will check out the table afterwards.
Well, now look, Cheslin was feeling sorry for them with his passing again.
Cheslin felt very sorry for them twice. Never mind about
Cheslin an Argentinian in disguise.
No. Hey, but listen here. It was a fantastic weekend. Springboks retain the Rugby Championship.
For the first time ever.
It was absolutely magic.
That's why I put out that poll now. You know, what chance do they have of winning their third World Cup in a row?
Okay, let's check that one out.
Well, you check it out there.
What's that one?
So if
what chance have the Springboks winning the Rugby World Cup in a third time in a row? 90% says 25%. 75% says 40%. 50% says 30%, and less than 50% says 5%.
So actually 95% of everybody thinks we're going to do it.
Yeah. About, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Look. Hi, Jan Ray. No, it's going to be interesting. Look, we've been discussing a long time now.
Yes,
the last half an hour.
Last half an hour we've been discussing.
We're trying to solve World Rugby's problems here. It's very easy.
It's easy.
It's easy to solve World Rugby's problems with all the fixtures and everything like that. You just got to put out 3 blocks.
Yeah.
The Rugby Championship and the Six Nations must be at the same time.
Yeah.
During that time, no club rugby. Autumn internationals,
no club rugby.
Summer internationals, no club rugby. Summer internationals, maximum 3 games you're allowed to play against other teams.
Yeah.
Autumn internationals, maximum 4. And the Six Nations is 5 games. And the Rugby Championships is 6 games.
Yeah.
End of story. That's it. No more international rugby. If the Lions want to tour, they've got to do it in the autumn internationals.
Yeah.
If the New Zealand want to tour South Africa in the autumn internationals, that's it. You have those 3 blocks, and then all the leagues, the Premier League and all that stuff has to work around that.
Yeah.
End of story.
But we have even bigger plans.
Yeah, because that way you have all the best players playing a lot of rugby.
Not just
and then the subpar tournaments, the tier 2 tournaments like the NPC and the Currie Cup, they can do what they want.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
But the Super Rugby, the URC, the Gallagher Premiership, and the Top 14, they also play.
Thank you, Jan. Vic up for World Rugby President.
Hey, seriously, I've been chatting to the idiot, and I know the idiot very well. You know,
I solved the problems within a week. It's all solved.
Yes, and we were discussing even further making like an NFL style World Rugby competition, which would solve everything.
I'm telling you, man.
Really, we should actually do a program on it.
I'm going to do a program on it.
We're going to do a program on it.
You let me run World Rugby, and it's not it's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's all these little idiots. Oh, but the Irish want this, and the English want this,
the
and the
Zealanders
French
want this,
and the South Africans want this. You know, they want no. That's the way it is. And everybody would make money. Because, I mean, let's be honest. The merchandising of these championships is terrible.
Terrible
You
merchandising.
go to the URC homepage, there's not one jersey you can buy from any of the URC teams.
None. We were checking out before because we were discussing merchandise and
Currie Cup. The Currie Cup was terrible this year.
Merchandise, zero.
Zero merchandising. Zero.
It's crazy. You should have at the URC site, there should be a shop. There is a shop. But you can only buy URC crap. You can't buy a Lions shirt.
All 16 teams should have their merchandise on that.
You should be able to buy socks, pants, hoodies.
Yeah, I think we need to go a GoFundMe page. Everybody, Vic for president of World Rugby.
Fuck, I would vote for Vic. It would be fantastic.
I've got it here, man. I've got the whole plan here on the thing.
You were working out there. Guys,
I worked it out in a half an hour. I solved World Rugby's problems.
But the problem is,
everybody gets paid in dollars, US dollars. All the players, you have salary caps. You have everything like that. That it doesn't matter if you're playing in New Zealand or you're playing in England. You're getting paid in US dollars. Makes it so much fairer for everybody.
Yeah.
You'd have 2 or 3 teams from America playing in the big leagues, man.
We've worked it out. When we sat here for over an hour, so about 40 minutes discussing.
It took me 40 minutes to solve World Rugby's problems.
But the problem is, everybody would want. No, they won't give up their little pot of gold.
No, they'll rather.
They'll fuck up rugby for
watch. let's put it this way. The Welsh are not giving up anything. How many teams have got left soon? Nothing. They are terrible. The English Premier League. How many Premier League teams are going bankrupt every year?
About half of them.
There you go. Why? Because everybody's always in their own little garden.
Yeah.
Their own, I got to plant my own. You know, instead of the one garden plants carrots and the other one plants tomatoes. Now I'll plant tomatoes and carrots and it doesn't work. No.
But we'll make a show about it. But listen here, guys, we did have some. Let's check out quickly this one. Look at that one. Beautiful picture there. The Boks celebrating the Rugby Championships. But before we get it, let's check out what the scores were in the last game there. Those were done. Australia lost to New Zealand.
Deservedly. New Zealand was better.
New Zealand was better. Australia had opportunities, but didn't take them.
Australia.
The last 5 minutes of the first half was crap.
Okay, good to hear. Now, the problem is with Australians is they're just not clinical yet. They're not clinical yet. They could. I think they've got a lot of potential. I thought they had a better chance winning the first test than the second test.
Okay.
But look, it is
what it is. Let's get into the second game there. That was Argentina against South Africa, and that was a close one. 27-29.
No, it wasn't a close one. It was actually over.
What was it over?
And then Cheslin Colby
had a brain fart.
Or I don't know if we should give him a different name, an Argentinian name. But because he had a brain fart there, the second game in a row that he had a brain fart, and he let them in, and it got a little bit of exciting at the end. But you knew they were going to win. Hi, Paddy.
Let's check out the table quickly. There we go. That's how the table ended. So 19 points apiece there for the Boks and the All Blacks.
But you know what the big one is? The points difference. Look at that. Plus 57 compared to plus 9. I mean, the Springboks were dominant. Let's be honest.
They were dominant, especially that second game in Wellington, or New South African Territory in Wellington.
The Enclave.
We've annexed that one. But
we've got now a month break for international rugby, and then the autumn international start.
Yes, a month break. That's also a joke. Okay, how long does it take now for those Springbok players to actually get back into the team? They're not going to play this weekend.
There's none of them playing URC. Maybe the ones that didn't play at all, like Makatoli, Mampimpi, like I said, might get
Koch.
They might get it for the Sharks a few minutes, but that's exactly what we're talking about before. World Rugby, you've got to, and even in my plan for World Rugby. So anybody from World Rugby, listen, you can phone me up, fly me out to Ireland, to the headquarters, and I'll solve your problems in 1 fucking hour. All you got to do is listen to me, shut the fuck up, and listen.
And do what I say.
And World Rugby will be fantastic. 1 month between the 15th of December to the 15th of January, there's no rugby on the whole planet. All the players get a month break because these players deserve a month break.
Definitely.
No players allowed to play more than 10 internationals. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to limit the games. You've got to for the health of the players have got to be there.
But you know that the federations don't want to limit the games. They want to earn the cash. Same as Argentina.
They
played their cash. They played their home game in Twickenham for the cash. You think the South African federation's got so many games coming up? That's cash. It's just cash. They want cash.
You can have those games in my brackets.
Yeah, but you can't. They're having way more. South Africa's having, I think, like 15 games next year. 18. That's crazy, man. That's nuts.
And what you're doing is you're not using you can't use all the players in 18 games.
No.
The same players. And they would earn so much more money because the marketing would be so much easier for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the URC has got 16 teams. But there's only going to be 14 next year because Welshman's probably going to lose at least one team.
Well, at least one.
Not two.
But it's not 100% decided yet. But one, they're talking about 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But listen here, like we were talking before, the merchandise for the URC is bad.
It is, man.
You gotta.
Why are these guys throwing away money?
I don't know. We wanted to buy Boerland shirts. We wanted to buy Gritwash shirts, Curry Cup, Kak. Can't get it. It's absolutely dude. But let's check out the world ranking quickly. There we go. World ranking. Cover myself up, Vic.
That's still South Africa on top.
Yeah.
Followed by New Zealand and Ireland. That's also something. This world ranking system doesn't work for me. The rant about World Rugby is it's not organized. You can take the corruptest fucking union, and that's FIFA, right?
Yeah.
But they do a phenomenal job because everybody knows during an international break, there's no club football.
Yeah, no club.
They know exactly. During the World Cup, it's all planned
organized.
out. It's all organized. World Rugby is as organized as a...
The Champions League is organized.
The World Rugby is as organized as when the Titanic went down.
Yeah, the only problem is with rugby and football, the difference is that footballers can play twice a week. I don't think rugby players can.
Don't need them to play twice a week. There's plenty. But let's look at those world rankings
Okay,
again.
I'll put it up again.
Brian. Look, that's the problem. But let's have a look. South Africa on top, ahead of New Zealand, Ireland, France. I do think those four, that'll be the top four in any case. And then it becomes interesting because England, Argentina, Australia, even Scotland and Fiji. I mean, Fiji is not that far off Scotland. Eh?
No.
And you want to be in the top 6 to get into as one of the top seeds in the draw. But listen here, let's be honest. As long as you're in the top 12, you're right.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 is going to make it through in any case.
So it doesn't really matter. But we did have a little bit of URC this weekend.
Yeah, a few postponed games.
There. I'll run quickly through the scores.
I can do it from here.
Okay.
I can see them. So your Stormers did beat Ospreys 26-10.
Nice. Thank them.
Then Edinburgh against Ulster was suspended due to inclement weather. Mm-hmm. Then the Dragons and my Sharks 17-17. So 2 good points away from home for the Sharks. Connacht and Scarlets, again, inclement weather, postponed that one. Benetton beat Glasgow. Benetton on a night. The Italian team's on a run. Wow, Forza Italia, man. Spaghetti go all the way. The Bulls beat Leinster 39-31. It's the first time since the URC that Leinster's at the bottom of the table after 2 rounds.
Okay.
Well, now, okay, they're actually not at the bottom. Who? Somebody's got 0 points. The Lions. Then, the Lions got 1 point. Then Munster and Cardiff. Munster beating Cardiff 23-20. And Tebre beating the Lions 22-20. Look, I think it's hard to say in which direction it's going. I mean, look, I still think Leinster will be up at the end.
But why are the Italian teams doing so well now? Because they don't have any players that are not playing.
Of course, they've got all the Italians are playing.
All the Italian full squads, man.
Yeah. Okay, they are missing some of the Argentinian players.
Yes.
Because the Italians do have a lot of Argentinians. But they only have 2 teams. Yep. So basically, you're looking at out of the 30-man squad of the Italians, at least 25 are playing in those 2 teams. So they've got good players there.
Yeah.
And the other teams are,
I mean, I was watching that Lions against the Tebre Lions game, and Tebre dominated the scrum, which is scary.
Okay.
For
good. Look, they do have 2 home. They both had 2 home games.
Home games. Well,
but you've got to win your home games.
And they did.
And we'll see. But we'll do the tables on Thursday.
Yeah.
And we'll do the tables on the NPC, all the games. Don't forget, we will. Hey, listen here. Breaking news. Time out. Breaking news. All 4 NPC quarterfinals games will be live on this channel, done by moi. So, Play of Plenty's in there. Otogo's in there. Waikato. Tasmanian Mako is in there. Canterbury's in there. They're all in there.
Because we have
Hawke's Bay is in there.
Bay. We haven't done any NPC.
No, we're going to do some
It's
NPC.
going to be interesting to do it, man.
So all the NPC quarterfinals will be on the channel. The semi-finals and the finals. Don't worry about that.
Because that starts so early in the morning. It's fantastic.
That's right. Of course, we're going to have 4 URC games again on the weekend.
Yeah.
1 on Friday, 3 on Saturday.
I'm not looking forward to that Sharks Leinster game.
No, because it depends on what Shark is. Vincent Koch, Makatoli Mpimpi. I think we need a few good ones in there.
That's 2 players, Vic.
Yeah, but you still got a few other ones. Your friend number 15 could play. I don't mention his name on this channel. But it's a lot of rugby coming up.
There's a lot of rugby coming up.
I still want to do some of the French games. I do want to do a Gallagher Premiership game.
Definitely. And then, of course, the Investec Cups are going to come and the Challenge Cups are coming as well. It's just too much rugby.
But we'll be all right this year, man.
We'll be all right. For us, it's fantastic. We got game after game after game after game. But for the players, I find it's just too much.
But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We don't want to keep you guys too long. Tomorrow,
and don't forget, Vic for president.
There you go, Vic for World Rugby president. Put it out there. Tomorrow, same time, we're going to have a Premier League preview from the results from the weekend. Yep. On Wednesday, there is no Defcon Rugby show. It's the new show on Wednesday. It is all about the North American Sports League.
But it will be mainly in Major League Baseball and NFL.
At the moment, until the NBA
and the WNBA.
Yeah. But I'm still working on a cool name for it. Maybe somebody can come up with it. I'll figure out something. And then on Thursday, the Defcon Rugby show is back again.
It's back. We will do a little preview of the games coming up on the weekend. Yeah.
We'll talk about the NPC, the Gallagher Premiership, the top 14, the URC.
Yeah.
You know,
There's no show on Friday because Friday normally we have games anyway on.
there you go.
But guys, join us tomorrow for the Premier League predictions.
And if you guys have any idea now how you would schedule the World Rugby calendar, please let us know. I'm one of those presidents. Vote for me. I'll let you. I'll let everybody have their say. But
Let you dictate.
No, everybody can have their say, but they'll do what I say at the end.
Exactly.
There you go.
So we'll wrap it up. Guys, you guys have a fantastic Monday evening. And don't forget to join Vic tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock sharp there for the Daily Sports Show, the update of the last 24 hours.
So remember, do what I say and don't do what I do, and everything will be fine.
That's pretty normal here.
There you go.
Guys, take care, man.